two young models was found dead in their downtown LA luxury apartments, just 2 days and 3 miles apart. One case is considered a homicide, while the other one is considered suspicious and undetermined. So are these two cases related? These are the stories of Nichole Coats and Maleesa Mooney. Around 10 a.m. Sunday, September 10th, 2023, the LAPD responded to the 700 block of Grand Avenue to the 8th and Grand Apartments to perform a welfare check. No one responded, but then 2 hours later, someone called to report a dead body at the home. The body was then identified as 32-year-old model Nichole Coats. She was known as and would go by Nikki. Nichole's aunt described her as a beacon of light. She would light up a room and was always smiling. She had a big personality. She was vibrant, outgoing, and passionate. A loving person with no enemies that they know of. The family thinks there was foul play involved.
You have a feeling that there's some foul play involved?
Yes, I do.
Nichole's mother said she screamed when she saw how much blood was in her daughter's bed. Nichole's parents each have a different opinion of what they think happened to their daughter.
From what I seen in her bed, I screamed when I seen it because there was a lot of blood.
My initial was that it looked like she might have just went in her sleep.
Her dad said his initial thought was that she went in her sleep and that he's waiting for the coroner's report to say otherwise if it does. My opinion, I think he may be in shock, and this may be a way for him to cope and take the news more easily. He said he wants to remember his daughter the last time he saw her, which was the Thursday before her death. Nichole went on a date Friday, September 8th with an unidentified man, just 2 days prior to the discovery of her body. That day was the last day they heard from her, which is why they sent for a welfare check. Some of Nichole's family members was there with police as they discovered Nichole's body, describing the scene as bloody and gruesome. Nichole was unrecognizable, as if she was beaten. She was so unrecognizable, they were only able to identify her by her tattoos. The family believes foul play was involved because when Nichole was found, one of her legs was in the air in a kicking position, and also all of the blood that was found in the bed. That doesn't seem like she just passed away in her sleep like her father was saying. So that's why I was saying I think he was in shock. The family is frustrated because of the lack of evidence and information from investigators. The LA County Coroner's Office says the case of Nichole Coats is open and the cause of death is deferred, meaning undetermined, and further investigation is needed. And I don't know how. I don't see how further investigation is needed when clearly it was a homicide. She was murdered. They need to find who did it. LAPD officer Drake Madison said he had no idea regarding the circumstances of Coats' death. He said, "We had no information of any type of homicide or anything. We couldn't find anything on that. It could be anything." That's what he said. Nichole's family and the community are questioning Nichole's death as a whole because Nichole's case is very similar to another case of 31-year-old Maleesa Mooney, who was also found dead inside of her Sky at Bunker Hill apartment, just 3 miles away and 2 days later from Nichole's apartment. Around 4 p.m. on Tuesday, September 12th, 2023, LAPD responded to a radio call for a welfare check in the 200 block of South Figueroa Street at the downtown LA Sky at Bunker Hills luxury apartments. When they get inside, they find the body of 31-year-old model and real estate agent Maleesa Mooney. Maleesa was described by her sister as kind and loving, the peacemaker of the family and backbone, and making sure they all got together. She just moved into these apartments August 1st, 2023. She had only lived there a month. She was a published model and real estate agent at a Beverly Hills-based agency, Nest Seekers. Maleesa's family grew to become anxious and worried after not hearing from her for a week. The last they heard of her was September 6th, after she got back from a trip from Miami. They could tell her iPhone messages weren't going through, and they weren't able to reach her by phone call either. Her iPad had an alert saying she was online, making them believe her murderer was trying to steal her phone and her MacBook. Maleesa was last seen going into her apartment with a group of friends. Later, neighbors seen her friends leave, but Maleesa stayed inside of the apartment.
I don't know who would want to do this to her, which is crazy. We genuinely don't know who or what will possess someone to do what they did to her.
During an initial welfare check, LAPD found nothing suspicious, leaving Maleesa's family confused. So after a week with no response from her, they knew something was wrong. So they contacted police again, and that's when they were able to confirm their suspicions and when they found her body. When they entered the apartment, they found her apartment flooded, and the AC was on full blast, saying the apartment was freezing. I'm thinking whoever did this was trying to hide the smell. Investigators told her sister the crime scene was so bad they had to investigate for 3 days. As of today, her exact cause of death has not been released yet. Some residents living in the building said that there has been some weird, suspicious activity in the building over the last few weeks. Police are not sure how long she was dead, but unlike Nichole Coats, Maleesa Mooney's death is being investigated as a homicide. Police say it's unclear if these two cases are related, but both families are worried that they could be, and they're desperate for any information. And not to make it about me, but I am also concerned because I don't live too far away from where these murders occurred. About 20 minutes. I'll be on the lookout. But if anyone has any information, I will be putting contact information for the police and who you need to contact in the description. And Nichole Coats has a GoFundMe, so I will be putting the link to that in the description as well. Right now it has over $16,000. And if Maleesa gets one, I'll put hers in the description as well. Hopefully the victims and the victim's family gets justice really soon and they get more answers. When more information comes out, I will do an update. But let me know what you think about these two cases down in the comments so we can talk about it. And if you haven't already and want to see more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.